Kickstands up! What?
Hey everybody! Welcome back to the show.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back, Amy.
Thank you.
You've been on a little hiatus for a little while.
I have been a mental hiatus. Last time we left the show, I'm always crazy, but now I have an excuse, right? When I was last here, I haven't been in the shop in a while. Most of you know from watching our show that my mom was involved in a really bad car accident a few weeks ago, and she succumbed to the injuries. So it's been a trying time in my family, and I decided to come in and do the show today. So if I get a little teary-eyed or act an ass, just chalk it up to Amy, because I am who I am, and it is what it is.
Today's saying is not going to be not today, Satan. It's not today, Amy. Not today, Amy.
Not today, Amy.
And also, we both believe that laughter is the best.
Absolutely.
The
Yep, sure is.
It's the best medicine.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we plan on having some laughs because, you know.
Because we need to.
That's
right?
what we
Laughter
do.
is the best medicine, and death is a part of life, and everyone experiences it differently. And I'm here today, and I'm here to do my show and show up for life, right? And that's what it's about.
And I like what you said before we started, that you wanted to have today's show be like in honor of, you know,
honor of Mama.
because we talk about Mom all the time.
And I can say penis all I want.
I know. Oh my God, get out of my head. I was like, and I don't care. I'm fucking swearing. That's it. Fuck, shit, damn.
Piss, penis.
Poo poo. Pussy.
For JJ.
For JJ.
Okay. I got it all out of my system now.
Whew, that felt good. So she's probably like,
She's probably
I'm
up
taking
there
a mental note. When Amy goes to the pearly gates, Mama's gonna be there. Oh, the list is too long. Just go through.
Just go through.
All right.
Oh, that could be shit the other way. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Come on.
She's eyes. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, shoot.
okay. Gun always wins.
Yeah, gun always wins. Ha ha.
I was gonna give it to her anyways. I planned that.
She did. We don't plan those. Honestly, we do not plan those. I promise you, we do not plan those. As many times. Oh, she's so full of shit. I love you, but you're so full of shit. So again, welcome back to our show. We are on show number 34 already?
34. Yeah.
Wow, 34 shows we've done.
I know.
And we have been editing the crap out of them and pissing ourselves, reminiscing. I mean, some
Oh my
funny
God,
stuff.
yeah, we got
Some
a lot
really
of-
funny stuff.
We got a lot of bloopers.
Yeah.
Hi ladies. Is that you, Robin?
Hi.
I love it when it comes through.
I'm gonna pull up the Facebook chat and to kill my volume on my phone.
See, she can't. I like the mystery, so you just tell me who you are, mystery watcher.
Our mystery watcher. I'll give you 2 hints. She's beautiful. She's blonde. She has a pretty smile. She's a tiny little thing.
Is it me? No.
Very close. Very close.
I thought when you said she's a tiny little thing that you were like talking about me.
Okay, I have to give it to her. I had to give it to her. Sorry. She brought my moon.
Oh,
She brought my crescent
Lee.
moon.
Hi, Lee.
Yay! Hi, Lee.
She gave it away.
Welcome. I did give it away. So for those of you who don't know, our show is here to educate and inspire other women in our area and around the world in all venues and avenues of the life of a female rider.
Yeah.
Whether you own your own, ride your own, or love that passenger experience, which I did my whole life, we are here to talk about the topics that sometimes are a little hard to approach or we don't know where to get the answers to. We do a lot of research for our show, and
Believe it or not.
so yay! I know, right?
Some of the research were like, get the fuck out of here.
know.
No way.
Jeans don't protect you. What? I'm riding in khakis. So we do have an amazing
Bikini
show
bottoms.
planned for you today, right? Are you the type of person that rides like at your own pace, or do you run with the pack, or do you step out of your comfort zone just to like appease the other people in your group? So what's your riding comfortability, right? Like,
Hi, Kat.
we both ride our own, right? And the importance of riding your own bike and riding your own way is so super important. It really is important, especially when you're a new rider. Right, because we want to be all that in a box of ho-hos.
Mm-hmm.
I am the whole box of ho-hos, just saying. But we want to, be badass, right? And
Yeah.
And we try to,
And we want to fit in, and we want to belong, and we don't want to look stupid, especially around the guys.
Yeah. I'm fearless. I didn't give up.
I know.
I didn't.
You're the daredevil.
I am. So, and all those dangers that we fall prey to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the peer pressure and all that kind of stuff. We are going to meet a new babe of the week this week, and her name is Ronda.
Yeah,
Can't
Ronda.
wait to meet her.
Help me, Ronda. Help me, Ronda. And she does help out too, so we'll be talking about that too.
She's a true win sister, man. She really inspires and encourages younger generations to follow the wind, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just be in it and enjoy the moment.
I'm so glad that you won the rock, paper, scissors. Go ahead.
I know she is.
Do your job.
Because, we write out a little, captions, right? So we can go over all of the main points of the show, which normally we do anyway. So our product of the highlight.
No, you
product,
just to read it. Just to read it.
We don't do scripts, but I got to read this. Are you feeling horny? Are you feeling horny today? It's our product of the week. This week we have motorcycle helmet horns. So get your minds out the freaking gutter. I'm always horny anyway, but so I'm gonna actually do a card pull today. My brain's not really focusing too well. I have been doing my readings, but so I'm gonna do just a general card pull today. It's not anybody's win. It's not for anybody in particular. So it's just gonna be for the general.
Like a general
read, yeah. We had fun with the cards before the show, though.
Yeah, we did. We did our own little card pull.
And I was shuffling them, and cards just started popping
hair.
at people. So it was fun. Your hair looks beautiful.
One hair, and
it's not coming out of her nose.
It might be. So Lee says she's attempted to ride with the pack.
Yeah.
But she usually ends up riding at her own pace.
Yeah.
Since everyone seems to be
fucking speed demons.
Yeah, fucking speed demons. So fuck stay with the pack. Meet you there. Lee, now see, I'm on that same page, right? I'm I'm a cruiser, I like if, low riders playing, if there's music, if I have a theme song when I'm on my bike, it's low rider, it's like low rider, and I'm like, hey, and I think you all know from watching the show, I'll be like, hi little bunny, hi other person, biker guy, hi, and I'm just enjoying it, and I'll go the speed limit, or I'll go 5 over, but I'm the person that always asks, okay, where are we going? Do we have any stops along the way? Don't fucking worry about me.
Right.
I know where I'm going. If I fall back, I like to stay in the back. Because I don't trust people. No, but also I like to be in the back because I like to go at my own pace.
She likes the back door.
I like the back door. But Amy, on the other hand, you're a whole different.
I am a completely different rider than you. Even though you have much more years of experience riding your own, I'm just a completely different rider, right? So I tend to. I'm a little, I hate to say it like this, but the only word I can say is reckless. A little bit reckless. If I'm leading a pack, right? On our girls' runs. I don't ride anything like that on our girl runs. When we get together and we do the girl runs, I'm usually the road dog, or road captain, road bitch, whatever you want to call it. I'm up in front leading the way. So I always do 5 miles over the speed limit. When I'm by myself, I really not. I go with the flow of traffic more than I do my speedometer.
Now, have you ever found, when you first started riding, have you ever found yourself feeling the need to keep up with other people you were riding with, or you know what I mean? If in the corner, do you feel?
Oh my gosh, the first
to be right
6
there?
months when I would ride with Butch, and we would go around the corner, I would creep around that corner because I didn't trust. I didn't feel like I had enough experience, right? And I didn't trust it, And then I watch how other people ride, right? And how they kind of, lean into the curve. They say that when you're in the riding academy, lean into the curve, right? Put your head where you want your bike to go. Those things really work. but it's getting your own, I think, your own comfort zone.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've grown into my comfort zone. I've been riding a year now. I'm a completely different rider than when I first started. But I remember, like, I was on a couple of group runs, right? Not even going anywhere, probably to Earl's or something, you know, because that's our favorite spot.
Excuse me.
I would be trailing in the back. I would definitely be trailing in the back, you know, and that's because they were all going 65, 70 miles an hour, and I couldn't even ride that. I couldn't go that fast at all. So
I'm kind of glad to hear that you went at your own pace, though. So you do, even though your pace is a little bit more. I don't want to say. I want to say that it's a little bit more. It's not reckless. Because I view reckless as something different, but it's a little bit more adventurous, or what's that? I can't even think of the word, but I'd say adventurous than most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you were first starting out, or even now, you don't find yourself riding outside of your comfort zone, or riding, like, you always ride your own ride, even in the beginning when you started out.
Yes, that is true.
That was a big problem for me in the beginning, because I had so many experienced riders around me.
Yeah.
And being a woman, you know, like I said, that when I started riding, the other woman that was in the town I was in, she was the only woman that rode in that town until I got my permit. Then there were two of us, you know?
Right.
It was a small town, but still, everybody, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to pick up your pace, you need to, and so I want to do a timeout. Do you mind if I do a timeout?
Not at all.
Okay. This is for you fucking asshat husbands that are riding around with your wives and telling them that they need to keep up, telling them that they're not taking their corners too wide, making them feel like a piece of shit about their riding.
About riding.
You don't know how many women's groups that I've been in.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm pointing at you. If you're watching this and you're like, oh, it's you that I'm talking to, asshat.
Right.
All right?
Penis head.
Yeah, right, I'm telling you. These women are going into groups wanting to stop riding.
Oh, that's...
You know, I'm discouraged. My husband's the only one I can ride with, or my significant other, but I've only heard, like, asshat husbands. So, listen, if you got an asshat significant other that's not a husband or whatever, share it. I will call him out right now. But, you know, you gotta, when you don't ride at your own pace, when you don't ride your ride, you not only endanger yourself, you endanger other people that you're riding with, so you're endangering your asshat husband. And if you got a good life insurance policy, that I would rethink that. That might actually work out for you. But if you don't have a good insurance policy, ride your own ride, sweeties. And girls, don't let anybody tell you how you have to ride, because they're just telling you how to ride their ride. Right?
Yeah.
They're not telling you how to ride your ride. Okay.
So
timeout is over. You asshats, you know who you are.
Yeah, you do.
Leave your damn wives alone.
For real. And listen, if they're lagging behind, slow the fuck down.
Yeah. Or
are you in a hurry to get somewhere, or meet them there? You know what I mean? Like one of our other viewers, Kat. Hi, Kat. Hi, Bella. Hi, everybody who's tuning in to watch. We appreciate you and we value you. Thank you.
Amen. Ride your own.
But Kat says, you know, after her accident, she always takes the corners slow and easy. And Kat's one of the ones who definitely rides at her own pace.
Yep.
She will lag half a mile, 3/4 miles behind. She's riding at her own pace. Kat's been on many of our runs with us. She's an active participant in our group. Spirit bumps. Thanks, Kat, for all your participation, because we love you.
And Kat has, I don't mean to interrupt, but Kat has, like, more years than she looks old enough to have.
I know.
On a bike.
And an asshat husband? I'm kidding. I'm
no,
kidding, Joe. I'm kidding.
We love him.
We love Joe. But really, I mean, it's the point. That's the point, though. You know what I mean? Like, she is one of those women who just rides by herself.
Yep. And Joe actually seems like they ride well together.
They do.
You know what I mean?
They do.
He just doesn't seem.
I was just kidding.
And you know, and with Dave, like Dave's like, you know, I'm gonna ride my ride, and in the beginning he did go slow or whatnot with me, and you know, and now he rides. I'm like, I know what I'm doing, and let me tell you something. I probably could blow you out of the water if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm a cruiser.
Yeah.
You know, and I like to ride my ride.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And I have found when I am riding with a group of people, I'm generally not the lead person, and I'm usually in the middle of the pack. Right? So like when we go, a group of us, we always take group rides, right? Because there's a lot of people in my circle who ride, and we'll end up running into each other and just like take off and ride, right? And there's never there's a few, no names mentioned, Bob, who always has to be in the front. I'm gonna lead the pack. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna set the pace. I'm in there. It's 55 and they're doing 70.
Yeah.
So guess what? They're a mile and a half up the road.
And you're just riding your ride.
And I'm riding my ride, man. I can't. You know, and sometimes, listen, if we're cruising on US 1 and it's big, you know, and everyone's flowing, and you know, it is what it is.
It's so true.
But you know, I really love all the women that chimed in, right?
I know, it's such a big thing.
Hi,
And
Ash. Love you too, baby girl.
And
My
Kat said
daughter's
yes. Kat said yes, Joe is great to ride with. And I kind of picked up on that vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Lee says, if any douchebag tries telling me to speed up or keep up, I will literally pull the fuck over and go home. My life on my bike, not yours.
Yeah.
Ooh, my life, my bike. Love that.
That's awesome.
We ride the storms together.
We ride the storms together. And
Yes,
let me
we
tell
do.
you something. That's a big one, you know.
Yeah.
When you get... So, ladies that are watching this, I'm hoping that some of the ladies that are in our groups, you know, get a chance to watch this one because it really breaks, it honestly breaks my heart to see that. Like a discouraged woman that maybe just started riding a few months back and she's got her husband really, you know, almost
Excited,
like, you know,
yeah.
just doing that whole, she's
Machismo,
excited and he's
yeah.
just kind of getting into her mojo and, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. And the worst thing is saying,
Stay out of my bubble, bro.
yeah, and saying like that you're being dangerous if you don't take the corners this way or you don't do that, making a person even more afraid. But what the reality is, okay, and this is the reality, we are unique.
We are.
Every time you get on a bike, every time I get on a bike, every time any of you get on a bike,
That's right.
you're getting on your bike, you're putting your life at risk, you're putting that big sucker between your legs and you're flying down the road on it. Don't ride somebody else's ride. Don't let somebody else tell you what's comfortable for you.
No.
You know? And there's some tips that I found.
Yay,
Which
go
I think was
girl.
cool.
Let's do some tippies.
Yeah, I love it. So some resources, like I love this one. This guy, he has a video and he's like talks all about like successful group ride. And I love that because he does talk about riding your own ride. And he's a guy talking about other guys. And then there was another one that I found that was a guy that was kind of, you know, he had other men giving him a hard time about not riding his own ride. So ladies, this isn't just something for us women. And I think that's important to know too. Right?
It's not just us.
No.
It's not. It's something that is across the whole motorcycle arena. No matter what you ride. Whether it's a Spider, what was that little bike we saw? A Gojo? What was that little... I don't know, it was a bike about this big and some chick was on it with high heels.
That was so cool. What was that?
What the hell's that tiny
I'll
bike?
have to go
It's
ask
like this
Yankee
big.
Dave. It is. It was so cute.
It's not a Mojo, a
No.
I don't know. It looks like a little kid's mini bike.
Yeah.
But it's
those
a real
things
street
take
bike.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
big.
fast.
Those give
She
them
had a
a
helmet.
crotch
She
run.
was
Yep.
she was full geared. But it doesn't matter what you ride. That's the point, right? So no matter what you ride, it's your ride. Ride you. Ride you. I'd rather ride somebody else, but you know, just saying.
I don't know. I kind of like riding my Bessie. Maybe I'll call her Bessie.
I love my baby blue, man. I love riding blue.
So these are a few things that I came up with.
Let's see.
Just to kind of leave you all with, you know, some thoughts to leave you with. What do you think?
I think it's great.
You want to...
Target fixation.
Yeah, that's a
I
cool
like that
one.
word, fixation.
Yeah.
Target fixation. The problem is only paying attention to the bike in front of you. Only giving yourself seconds to respond in the event of an accident. I am humongous. When I ride, I have 2 escape routes at all times. And if I don't, I pull back and make my own bubble. I have got to have those escape routes. So the fixation, can definitely,
Yeah.
I think, cause very big problems.
And if you're a new rider or even seasoned riders, right? You just, like, if you think about that, you're riding with a group, and what are you focusing on? You're focusing on that rider in front of you. You don't want to rear end them. You don't want to. So you're not looking at the rider that's over here. You're not looking at any other escape routes. You're not. And after a while, that if you focus just on that rider in front of you, that's called target fixation. And the problem is, the lead person, God forbid, has an accident. Then the person behind them, and it just has a domino effect because you're only focusing 2 seconds ahead of you. So keep that in mind to keep, like, looking out, and around when you're riding, because usually women riding with their husbands, or if you're riding with other people, you're towards the back, right? Yeah. So you're going to be usually behind your husband. I think a lot of women are saying
I get a husband that rides. I get a husband that rides. I'm leading.
Well, a lot of husbands will put their wives up front, and which is good and bad, because then you have the wives, and these are women just starting out saying, oh, but then when we got back, he went over the tip, this you got to change, this you got to fix, this you weren't fast enough, and it's like, listen, I took the rider's course,
right?
So
well, and it's true. It's all about riding your own, Michelle. I mean, this is such a great topic, because even when me and you go on our runs, we do our business lunches, whatever, you'll be like, hey, is your speedometer broken? Like, you're not even doing the speed limit right now.
Yeah.
But, it's all about how I'm feeling that day.
I think, too. No, so. And I think, too, that's another thing about riding. Like, were you riding your ride or my ride? Like, are you thinking, oh, Michelle rides slower, so I'm going to slow down. So I think I know what Michelle's comfortable at. No, that's dangerous, because you're not riding your ride.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it might not have been that. It might not have been that either.
That's one of the things I love about us, is you're able to pull me up on that.
If it's what it was.
Yeah, no, but you say,
might not be.
Are you okay? Because that's what you said at the light. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, why? Because you're really driving slow. I'm like, I am? She's like, yeah, the speed limit back there was 55. You were doing 45. And I'm like, I was? So I said, well, I'm going to go 55, and I'm going to show you. She's not a bitch. She's not. It's just a normal conversation between me and Michelle. So I'm riding, and I'm going... to tell her my speedometer was at 55, because I didn't know maybe
we were actually testing the speedometer,
We did.
And then I was like, but that's important too, communication, and that goes back to, like, our beginning. We'll have to, like, kind of sum up. Sorry, I'm like, these things are really bad today. Okay.
For you, maybe.
This is a big one for me. Do not push past the limits that you're comfortable with, no matter how long you've been riding. Ever. Period. That's it. That was the end of that. Because when you do, again, you endanger yourself and those that you're riding with. It does. There's too many scenarios that don't end well when you're pushing your limits. And which leads you to the next one, which I love. Right?
As your skills progress, your comfort level grows. And, I am a prime example of that.
Exactly.
So as I have become seasoned over the year, right? I am so much more comfortable on my motorcycle. I don't feel that need to keep up. I don't feel that need to do what I don't feel comfortable with. And we live in Florida, right? And here in South Florida, I know, right? I don't know if you could see it, but I know we're fine on camera, but in the way I'm viewing it, I look like I have a shadow in front of me. I don't know if you could see that. Can you see that from over there? No, but it's funny. Anyway, it's okay. I'm not. I can see myself on the regular camera. But,
okay, I see,
Yeah, right? So we ride in Florida, and the point I was making was there's a lot of sand on our roads.
Yeah.
A lot of sand. Sand still makes me uncomfortable. I won't say scared. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me become very much more cautious, especially around corners. So people can take those corners at 35, and I slow down, So I think my comfort level has gotten a lot better on my bike as I ride more,
Absolutely. And of course then you're riding a different ride. And then don't ever let anybody belittle your decisions. They're the only thing to get you, they're only trying to get you, that's what I said, to ride their ride, not your ride. Everyone's different. So
Everyone is different.
yeah, so I love that everybody, I love your thoughts and your opinions on this. I mean, we're thrilled that you get involved in that conversation. Keep it going.
I love when our viewers get in on the conversation. And even after the show's recorded, like I said, me and Michelle check our videos,
Yep.
and we respond to our comments sometimes if we haven't caught you live on air. So don't ever feel, oh, they're not going to see this. We do. I mean, we're in the process of editing all of our videos.
Yep.
And we're having a blast. But, so we do recheck the comments and review them. And, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Are you horny?
So this is an old video, but this is today's product of the week. We've got some helmet horns. Now, I love the helmet horns because it was really a joint effort between Amy and I, right? So I don't have any in with me because I'm actually working on I have a special glue that really hardens around the edges for the crocheted element of it.
Right.
So that's still drying, and we got to let that dry. But you get an idea. This was me testing them out. One day, Amy made the horns. Was it commissioned work when you hire somebody to do that?
Yeah.
So I commissioned Amy
Yeah, you did.
to make the horns for me. They come with suction cups, obviously, and those also awesome discs. If you do own a pair of the helmet ponytails that I make, you'll see that they all come with these two-sided, a little bit thick tape that is reusable. That's like, that stuff is magic, and you can even see in that video. It is, right?
I gotta tell you, I have to pull it off my helmet.
Yeah.
And I stick them on my mirrors.
Yeah.
When I'm not using my double tails.
See, I got it hanging there.
See?
Like, you can literally, like, you could use your helmet as a weapon, especially with the horns on
Can I just say something about the
them.
video real quick without
Yeah.
interrupting you too much? I love her so much, and one day I was having a bad day, and she sent me that video because she rode in on the bike with the horns on, and it was the first time you rode with the horns. And
We were testing them out, yeah.
She was testing the horns in the thing, and she sent me this video. And when she does little things like that, it just like brightens my spirit. So I just got a really big flashback of when you sent me that video, and it was just really cute. So thank you.
Thanks. So, so as you can see, when you pull on them, it's the tape is very strong. So you can use these just like the ponytails and the cat ears, and there's some other items that are coming out. Unicorn, I'm going to do a full helmet cover with the unicorn hair coming back and everything. But Amy is the horn lady, so I commissioned her to make these horns. And they come in different colors. These are the purple ones. And they're different sizes as well. So there's those purple ones are probably about this tall, right? And then you've got like a medium, which is about to here, and then a small little stubby ones, which are adorable, and they come in black, red, purple, and teal, and each one has a crochet element because everything that I make has to have a crochet element.
That's your signature.
That's my signature. So they have these. So actually, they don't look like that when they're on the helmets. Now you don't actually see the suction cup, so it looks like you've got your horns in a ponytail. So it looks like they're coming right up out of the helmet.
Yeah.
And they will be available. Of course, the prices vary depending on which size you get. The prices vary depending on which whether you get it. Well, no, they're going to include the tape. So the prices vary depending on which size you get, the small, the medium, or the large. And they will be available in the online store by Monday. So that's my plan for the weekend, is to play around with those and get those in shape and get those moving. So they were so much fun. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to share the video of you when you were taking them out of the mold, but I figure I saved that for you because that's part of and we were going to do one of our shows, which is like the creative process.
Oh, yay!
So, but I do have a video of Amy, like actually taking them out of the mold, because she made one like by hand, and then she made this mold, and then she poured it in the mold, and then she painted them and got them all going for me. And they're nice. They're solid, but they're lightweight.
Very.
And and then they're easy to work with. Get that crochet element around it, get the suction cups on them. So what excites me is that we both had a hand in it, and
It was our first creative endeavor together, I think.
Yeah, I think it was, and they will also make, we're trying to get all those out for the Halloween, so I want to have them all in the store before the end of this month, which will be by this weekend, so that we can have them out for the Halloween crowds. And something else that's really important to keep in mind is Amy and I we got 3 shows coming up, 3 motorcycle shows coming up, and the first one is September 11th.
Yes.
So our inventory, if you see anything, that we're showing you that you would like,
you better grab it.
Yeah, especially if it's a holiday gift for somebody.
Yeah.
We really recommend you grab it, because usually at the end of these shows we're pretty wiped out.
Yeah, we are. We're pretty wiped out where we got to take a month and restock, to be honest.
Yep.
And having the shows so close together is really gonna deplete our stock, I think.
Yeah. And Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why, like, if you're thinking a gift
right
for
there.
somebody,
Yeah.
or a gift for yourself,
Yeah.
or whatever, now's the time, because we probably, we're finishing up, we're really finishing up inventory, like, now, between now and that first show in September.
Yeah.
And basically, I don't know about you, but the way I'm looking at it is whatever I have done by that show in September is pretty much, unless it's a custom order, which I'll only be taking a few, that's all I'm going to have for Christmas.
Yeah, it's
Or
gonna
Yule,
be gonna be tight. Yeah, for Yule, it's definitely gonna be tight. So, if you haven't been down to our Electric Boutique, we are located at 1170 Oslo Road in Vero Beach, Florida, here inside of Yankee Dave's Motorsports, which is a fully functioning motorcycle repair shop. Me
Yep.
and Michelle run the boutique in the front. If you haven't been down here in a while, please come in and see the new stock that we have.
Yep.
We have so many more items that that definitely don't make it onto the show, right? Because that's how we do it. So we definitely would recommend you guys coming down for some product highlights. And
Yes.
stuff, right?
Absolutely.
We have
Absolutely.
great gifts in here. Lee was just down. Our friend Lee had stopped in and picked up a couple of goodies herself. She loves coming. It was very nice to see her and have her stop in. And
Yeah.
I actually wasn't here that day, and I rode up just to give her a hug. So that was nice.
Yeah, it was nice, and I think there was a picture that was shared.
Yeah, on her site. So
Yeah.
Dawn just chimed in about our topic. She said pack riding is very different than leisure riding. It takes a lot to learn to ride with the pack and keep up and stay safe. So those who aren't used to it and ready for it really should ride at their own pace for everyone's safety.
Yeah, and that's pretty much, I mean,
Yeah.
Dawn, that's awesome, because that just really was well said and kind of sums up,
Summed it
you know,
up.
what we're saying is, like, no
Yeah.
matter, even riding on your own, you go out on your own, you ride at your own pace, of course, you're on your own. Riding with your partner or your significant other, as long as there's no pressure, you're riding at your own pace for the most part, you know. But yeah, group riding is a whole different experience, and that's why it's so important to ride at your own pace forever. Period.
So it's funny because now that now that Mom has passed and the car was totaled, my motorcycle is my only means of transportation. So I'm riding a lot of solo riding. I don't particularly like to ride everywhere by myself. Like, I'm like, come on, man, who wants to go for a ride? And another thing that I'm really going to work on, kids, if any of my children are watching this show, Mom wants lights for her bike and a good stereo system. The boys can get the stuff cheap. Dave can put it on. You can all pay him. That's what I want for Christmas. Lights for my bike, because I ride solo and I do a lot of night riding, especially since my bike is my only transportation now, you know? So, yeah.
So helmet horns, they're going to be available on Monday. They come with they adhere with a suction cup. They adhere beautifully. They come with that 2-sided tape, red, purple, teal, and black. 3 different sizes. The big ones, about a medium, and a little stubbies. And and if you're interested in them, even if you're interested in before Monday and you want to reach out to me, just let me know, send me a message. Otherwise, you can go to yankeebabeapparel.com, or go to Yankee Dave's and look in the shop section. So thank you for watching the
We
product
all like 'em-
highlight.
We all like them big and we all like them stubby.
Yeah.
Just
I
saying.
love this. It's time for Amy's new spiritual spin. What do you think of that opening? I just love it.
Do you see my new screen, guys? Isn't it beautiful? Michelle is like so magical with her little computer guru stuff, and I love my new little spin stuff. My overlay is just gorgeous, Michelle. It's so pretty. This is actually the first time I'm seeing it, y'all.
Makes me think of you with
Yeah.
the, on the motorcycle, like you're just spinning that spiritual web.
Yeah, man, for real.
So, yeah.
So today's spiritual spin is just going to be a quick card pull. I have my one of my favorite decks. It is called the Lover's Oracle. Hang on, let me see if I can do the camera a little better.
Let me put this for you, too.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So it's called the Lover's Oracle. It's one of my favorite decks. Oracle decks, for you that don't really follow tarot too much, they usually have a message right on the card for you. And that's kind of the difference between the Oracle versus the regular tarot.
Nice.
I'll shut up now. Just a second. So they actually have very stunning artwork on all of these cards. They're absolutely beautiful. This is such a beautiful deck, right? And again, it's the Lover's Oracle, so they're very sensual pictures, right? And on the back, they all have their little sayings. So this is just going to be a general read. We're just going to ask Spirit to come in and
move this weird piece of hair out of my way.
fix Michelle's bangs.
It's like,
Yeah, I came in today, my hair was like this. I'm like, I think I'm going to do something with my hair today, Michelle.
I think it's sympathy
At least I
hair.
showered.
Because it's like
Yeah,
one piece
right.
is just like...
Okay, so here's your card, guys.
Ooh.
Very pretty.
Wow.
Love the artwork. Stunning. I love this headpiece jewelry, and I have created a few pieces of these. I have yet to bring them out. They might be a product of the week soon. But I love headpiece jewelry that sits right there.
That's so cool.
So, the reading says... No freaking coincidences in my fucking life, man. Bye-bye. So it says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. It says, at times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change what is beyond our control. How fitting is that?
Wow. That kind of goes with Ride Your Own Ride, too.
Sure does. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Perfect. Acceptance is the key to inner peace.
Mm-hmm.
At times, we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change them. Anything that is beyond our control. So the way other people are riding is beyond our control.
Mm-hmm.
Acceptance is the key to our inner peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm riding at my own pace, I'm at my inner peace. If I'm not peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stressed out. I'm like white knuckling it, So that's right. It does really go with it. Accept things as they are, man. Yeah, this is a good card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this deck.
And then on a personal level, too.
Yeah, on a personal level too.
Across the board.
Yeah. And I kind of knew, I'm like, it's going to be a general read, but I know it's just like going to smack me in the face when I read it, because that's just what happens when I read. And, I'm grateful that, I had shared that, grief is different for everybody and blah, 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 but, and then you share stuff with people, right? And it's like, I just don't feel like being bothered. Like I'm going through the stages of grief, right? So they hear that, and all of a sudden, oh, she doesn't want to be bothered. Let's leave her alone. No, don't fucking leave her alone. Pick up the phone anyway.
Yeah.
And for real. So a
Yeah.
lot of people have pulled back from me, and I feel that. I feel like they're because they don't know how to.
Handle it.
Right. When someone else that you care about is in an uncomfortable situation, it can make you uncomfortable too.
Well, because we're like pack animals, right? I mean,
Yeah.
even just I know I hate to use that's the word of the day, pack, right?
Yeah.
But we're like pack animals, and
We are.
when one is wounded or hurting or whatever, it's like almost like human nature to kind of go
Yeah.
and to isolate. But then again, for the isolated person, it's kind of human nature to go like, "Arr," you know, and
Yeah,
kind of bite and be
right.
like, get away. You're
Right.
right. I don't want you here. And I mean, I just, it's hard, man. It's
It is.
hard.
It is
And-
because you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, and I've made several posts in regards to how I've dealt spiritually with it, because my belief system in death is completely different than anybody else's, and I think we all have our own perceptions and our own understanding and our own belief systems. I was so grateful when I walked into that hospital room and my mom was no longer with us. She was at peace. So when that saying, rest in peace, I really felt like my mom finally had some peace, because she struggled for 10 days until all of her children came down here. And once the kids were all together, and I was in an AA meeting, throwing my sobriety out there, you know, at the level of press, radio, and films, I apologize for that. I should have just said my recovery program. So, you know, but I forgot where I was going because I just screwed that all up. What was I talking about? Totally lost it.
That's okay. You didn't lose it. It's life.
Yeah. So everyone deals with grief differently. That's where I was. And the way that I deal with it is my mom hasn't left. My mom's still here. She's here in spirit. I feel her all the time. Things are different. Things are going to change. But life is all about change. And it's our perspective as to how we deal with that change. You know, and Michelle is... she's been my rock through this whole thing, and she sees the emotional up and downs. And it's okay to have those. It's okay to feel them, acknowledge them, and for me, I need to release them, you know. And I'm grateful that I have the capabilities and the clarity of mind to do that today, you know. And
Well, you're just riding your own ride, man.
I'm riding my own ride. That's right, I am.
You know, and it may sometimes it may not be pretty, you know, and other times it may be beautiful.
Listen, I'm a hot mess all the time. It just depends on how hot the mess is.
Well, it's a good analogy, though. You know
It
what I
is.
mean? You're
Yeah.
watching somebody starting out, and you're like, "Oh, honey, ooh, honey, ooh."
Yeah.
But you know what? We also remember we've been there, like
Yeah.
those that have been there before. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, to kind of, you know, like I'm reeling it back in, but I'm
Yeah.
also kind of bringing it full circle. Like,
Yeah.
there's more to it than just that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think that as women, like, we spend so much time worrying that we're doing something the wrong way.
Yeah.
That we're not spending that time focusing on what we're doing right.
Yeah, and you know, just real quick,
You know?
the real funny thing is, like, I've never experienced grief, like, from a close family member before, right? And I have watched other people through the grieving process. You know, they're in shock, then they're angry, they stop eating for a little bit, they can't sleep, they don't want to shower, you know, all that. And I'm like, wow, you know, I don't understand it. How can that happen? Right? And I'm a very happy, bubbly, crazy ass person, and that's who I am. But for me to start sinking a little bit, it's very uncomfortable. And I am having trouble eating. I'm having an upset stomach. And I have to just keep reminding myself that it is the natural process that my body is going through to deal with what it's dealing with. And that it's okay. No matter what I'm feeling, it's okay to feel that.
Yeah.
And I never had that option. As women, we generally don't.
We don't. We spend
don't
so much
realize
time focusing on what we're doing wrong, what we can do better, how we can change it. And,
Yeah.
you know, and we surround ourselves with the people that are going to enforce that for us where we're at in our life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So if we're feeling like, oh, I'm shit,
Yeah.
the
We're
person
attracting the
that's in
people
your
that's
life,
gonna say,
you
"Yep,
know,
you're shit."
and I hate to tell you that, like, but those asshats that I blasted, like the women that are riding with them, you're attracting that. You're like, what am I doing wrong? What can
Yeah.
I fix? What can I do better? Tell me. And then you've trained that person to tell you. And even not, like, we think about it, we attract it. So we, instead, I think you've attracted a wonderful group of people that are just kind of letting you ride your ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're staying
Yeah.
back a little,
Yeah.
you know, but you're riding your ride.
Yeah.
And even, you know, in life, obviously, we kind of took a spin off of that
Sorry.
with the spiritual spin. No, it's not. And again, as women,
Yeah.
we spend too much time focusing on what we're doing wrong
Right. And not what we're doing.
and not what
right.
we're doing right. So apologize less, empower more, and ride your own freaking ride, ladies. And I loved that card. That card was freaking cool. You know, speaking of somebody that really rides her own ride, I gotta tell you, this girl. So our babe of the week.
Toys.
Yeah. So this is our babe of the week, Ronda. Right.
Love it.
And Ronda. Now this is an old picture that I snagged off of her Facebook. Right. Because she's doing the mom thing. Like she's raising 2 boys. She's doing, and she's got a husband, so she's not raising them on her own. But she's doing the mom thing, but she is. She has always been an outdoor, as long as I've known her, and I have known her. She's a Massachusetts girl. Oh my God, I don't even know. Maybe since like the mid-90s, I would say. I might even be. I'm dating myself. I was like 8. No, I'm just kidding. But I've known her. So she's been doing this for as long as I've known her. Like this girl, 4-wheelers, 3-wheelers, dirt bikes, motorcycles. You know, this is her. This is her thing. This is her scene. What I love about her is that she says, you know, so she wrote, I like to drive anything with a motor, like anything with a motor, but. And she does, that's true, because she's into hot cars too, but she likes to ride anything with a motor. So like I said, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, papa wheels, dirt bikes, you know, and what she does is she gives back to the community, because now she doesn't ride so much. Well, I shouldn't say that, because she rides these all around. And she has like these are the most recent things, her most recent projects. But she's like done like these little mini choppers, you know, little mini choppers for the kids. So she's like, you know, you ever go dumpster diving or yard sailing and all that?
Yeah.
So she'll do that, right? Going around, you know, house shopping or whatever, looking in the yard,
We call it
yard
curbside.
sailing,
We call it
curbside,
Yeah, curbside
dumpster
shopping.
diving, yard sailing, flea marketing, whatever. And she has, in one of these pictures, you can actually see the one in the top left. You can see in the background, she's got like that monster thing going on. That's like her garage. So she gets all these parts and pieces, and she saves these electric bikes, mopeds, scooters, dirt bikes, those little mini choppers, the 4-wheelers, and she does the little ones to encourage, and she sells them, you know, so it's also a living for her. But she to encourage, like her boys get to test ride all of these before they go out in the market, you know.
Great.
And she has so much fun doing it, and she's just such an amazing she's an amazing person, really. She is. And so this is what she writes. That's my take on it. That's my opinion of her. I think, I don't even know. She was like considered, like, I think, you know, I said like my first person that rode a motorcycle in the town was Suzanne, you know what I mean? But actually Rhonda was riding long before that, but she was like on the back trails, dirt biking it and 4-wheeling it and all that. And she was on a bike long before Suzanne. So I actually think she's the pioneer, but the next town over, you know? So, okay, so she's been riding for 19 years. I know she doesn't look like she's even a day older than 19, but that young lady is a mom of 2 boys. And her favorite thing about riding is that she loves riding, like I said, anything with a motor. And and the more open to enjoy the air, the better. You know what I mean? She just loves that air. She loves just being free and being in the air. She loves also anything that she wants to tell the ladies that are out there. I'm like, that motorcycles are for anybody that wants to ride, no matter the gender. I love that. Like, how freaking cool is that? Yeah. You know? And get the feeling of feeling liberated by jumping on an iron horse, right? It's like riding a horse. A lot of people will say that, you know? Yeah. That's why where you look, the bike will go. When you're on a horse, where you look, the horse will go. You know, it's just how it goes. Your iron horse will go that way too. So I love that. Jump on an iron horse. For real. I want to be a cowgirl, baby.
I'm going to make a blooper.
Aren't those things cool though? I mean, look at that. I think that was a ninja. I thought talk about badass. You know what I mean?
For real.
And she's such a sweetie. And look at these are just her most recent ones.
That's beautiful. And to sell them and encourage other people to ride is just an awesome thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all about that encouragement.
Yeah, it's all about the
Empowering
kiddos.
them, yeah.
And she had a pink one on there, like way back, because I was just like totally. She has so many, you know, because like I said, she sells them very reasonably, you know, because she wants to inspire, and she had a pink one, and I was like, damn, I want to put that pink one on there, you know, because you know, girls, boys, whatever, and I couldn't get it to download, so those are the most recent ones.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Rockstar Ronda, good job, man.
Yeah, our babe of the week.
Our babe of the week. Yay. Good
Yay.
job on that, man. You okay? I said, yeah, okay.
All right, so we're gonna.
I went to ride home from Michelle's house last night. I packed the bike up. I got bags on top of bags on top of bags, right? Because I was kind of Michelle surfing at her couch on her in her spare bedroom for a night or two. But I went to ride home last night and I packed the whole bike up. And Dave said, "Why does that house look wet over there?" I'm like, "I don't know." I stepped out from under the carport and just opened up. I said, "Guess I'm sleeping over again." So the weather is so unfortunate right now. Is that where? Yeah. Look at that crap. I'm telling you, I'm glad that our rain season is almost over.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I mean, we've been very fortunate this year here in South Florida without no storms, but you know, 58% chance of rain all day tomorrow, 50% chance on Saturday. Sunday we're going down to 33. The temperatures are still nice. I mean, I do night riding and it's been cool at night. I gotta tell you, the past couple of nights I've ridden, and even riding home from your house this morning to get ready for my day, I was a little chilly.
You mentioned that too the day you went in.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. Oh, Amy, I want a reading. I would love to hear it. Pamela, I will definitely send you that clip. Thank you for chiming in and reminding me. I'm sorry I had a couple of things.
I did send it.
You did.
We'll send it again though, Pam.
Yeah, we'll definitely send it to you, Pam. Michelle said it was spot on, so
yeah.
I guess it was. I apologize. I had some personal stuff that went down in case you didn't hear earlier, but I will definitely get you a clip of that reading.
Yeah.
Yay! Thanks for chiming in, Pam. We appreciate it. Yeah, so the weather's going to stink this weekend. But you know what? I have taken downtime, and downtime is good for me this weekend, I think. Especially with our upcoming shows. I have quite a few projects that are going to be laid out in the craft room. I'm getting the tables out, and I'm going to start setting up the craft room, and that's usually what I do right before shows. So I have all of my stuff out for the shows, you know, and I know it's in the shop, but sometimes we take that stuff too. A lot of our stuff from the shop comes, but
yeah, I bring a lot of my. Well, the shop is like my storage room, so
yeah, and
for me,
yeah, and I need to definitely have the downtime. I didn't work.
Yeah.
I didn't do any work this week. So
yeah.
It's another weird thing. Like I'm always like, let's do it, you know, and I'm like, nah. Yeah, that's my objective this week.
Listen, and the only reason she came today was because I said, "Look, I'm replacing you with Yankee Babe. I'm gonna do."
I'm like, you ain't replacing me with plastic.
I could digitally. I could
These
put
are
her here.
homegrown, baby.
I could take her legs off and have her sitting here, and I could digitally make her mouth move. I could even like copy your mouth and have her even have your voice. No, Amy.
Chrome, not plastic and silicone.
And I think a couple of people last week had made a comment like that had known what had happened when they watched last week's show. They were like, "Oh my God, you did such a great job.
Yeah.
We're so proud of you." And we were like, "Ha, we pre-recorded it."
Yeah, we kind of like, because me and Michelle are both very psychic, and we had been doing some work on other shows, and we're like, "Hey, let's do a retake on this." And that was the show that we aired last week, and thank God for that, guys, because like I definitely could not have done it last week.
yeah, we were definitely in a good position to do that,
Yeah,
and
man.
and it went well. So
It did. But so many people had private messaged me, I'm so proud of you. You did wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks.
You're like,
it was
"Thank
the same
you."
clothes as last week.
thank you.
Yeah.
So, and I think that the weather and also like the next round of the C word, and we're not talking about see you next Tuesday. Of course, we should be talking about see you next Tuesday, but we've got like a couple of Hair Palooza. I was really excited to tell you all about that. I wasn't going to mention it, but then I said, you know what? This was a big thing that they've been planning for a while over at
time.
Space Coast Harley Davidson,
Yeah.
which is in Palm Bay, and so if you were planning on going to Hair Palooza, I found out from our girl Lee that it is in fact canceled. So they decided that it would kind of work better out in Daytona. So that's
Right.
where that Hair Palooza is going. But she did let me know because she is like the head of marketing. So it's like, she's a marketing. I don't know. You have to. I think if she's not head of marketing, she should be. Unless Christine. But so she handles the marketing department, so she kind of knows what's going on ahead of time.
Right.
So there are some things going on over the weekends, and Amy and I, weather permitting, are going to start going down there and setting up our little tent there and having our wares there on weekends, which would be great. And
Yeah.
I believe she said in September, yes. October, not September.
Right.
October, she said that there's going to be like this bike fest thing, like the whole week-long festival thing going on there. So as soon as we find out more information about it, we'll share that with you. But Hair Palooza this weekend is canceled, so you got to find something else to do. I do have Friday night, my guys, Chimps on a Limb, excellent band. We've watched them play at Crocodillo's numerous times. Also friends of ours. Well, I don't know. They wave to me, so I consider them a friend. They wave to me.
I'm in love.
No.
Chips on a limb.
They're my friends.
Chips on a limb.
They're my friends. They wave to me. But so there is that downtown Friday street fair going on, right? So it's Downtown Friday Fest, which everybody talks about in Vero. Right?
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful.
That's going on, and that's tomorrow night. And Chimps on a Limb is playing 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's really all I could find. It seems like weather, and also everybody's just kind of taking
Yeah.
a breath
It's
from
so-
events.
yeah.
That there's really not a lot going on this weekend. But since it's raining, it'll be a kind of nice weekend to kind of curl up and watch your favorite YouTube videos of two creative chicks that ride.
And our playlists are out now.
Yeah.
So listen, if you guys haven't yet done so, please click like, subscribe, and
Follow or
share.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, is it share?
Yeah, share, like, click. I don't know how they say it. But
Yeah.
do all that stuff and hit the subscribe button with the all up bell on it so that you don't miss any of our little clips that we're doing now.
Yeah, we're pulling out our clips, and that's so today, as you see, like we really have a little bit more of a scheduled time because we want to give you more time for the products of the week.
Yeah.
We want to give you more time for the babes of the week. We don't want to rush through the spiritual spin where each of those are getting a dedicated amount of time every week so that we can get you a nice little 8 to 10 minute clip to watch. But we're making mini clips of all of those, and it's on our new YouTube channel, which is Chicks That Ride with a C. Don't make the mistake of putting the K in there. You don't want the K.
Yeah,
The K
yeah.
is bad. K is kinky. You will find kinky stuff if you put in Chicks That Ride with a K.
Yeah, I made that mistake once. Holy
Woo! You
crumblies.
think? Whoa, yeah.
If you think women can twerk,
let me tell you,
I've seen some twerking on bikes that I didn't think could twerk.
we are definitely risque, but we are not that risque. So on YouTube, Chicks That Ride, check us out. It'll be a great weekend to binge watch.
Yeah. Facebook,
We're on Facebook,
Twitter,
and of course YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I think that's about it for our show today, ladies and gentlemen.
No, thank you so much for chiming in.
Yeah,
Thank you for
I really
watching.
appreciate all of that. Bike night Saturday night at Space Coast Harley Davidson Lee, and they are open until 9 p.m. on Saturday night also.
Excellent. So even though Hair Palooza is canceled, This just in.
Breaking news.
Wait a minute. Dude, good news. My name is Rosanna Donna. Does she do the news? Yeah. I'm
I
Rosanna.
don't know. It's no news. McGarry news is good news.
You have to do this. You have to do this. My name is Rosanna Donna. And there's a bike night at Space Coast Harley Davidson on Sunday night.
Sure is.
Going out there. Again, this is Rosanna Donna. Oh.
I love us. I love you. Thank you for chiming in. And I think we're about to call it quits, guys. Have a blessed day. Ciao, Bellas.
Woo!